The Family Support Center has stood with Salt Lake community since 1977. For the last 44 years, our commitment has been to children and families of the Valley with a unifying mission of strengthening families, protecting children, and preventing abuse.
These situations, these very, very unfortunate situations, are way more common than anyone thinks and wants to admit. And without places like these, children get hurt. It is so crucial for these kids.
We believe that together we can create transformational growth in the lives of the families we serve, but we can't do it on our own.
It's way more important than people realize, and not enough people know about it.
It's urgent, and it's going to take a community. It's going to take all of us.
Sometimes the world feels broken, and everywhere you look, you see all it could have been, but for the price it took. But your days don't end in sadness, and your nights won't be so long. Just reach out and take my hand. I'll carry everything you can't, and you're gonna find out the sun is gonna shine again, and soon the storm will give way, and the rest of your life will begin, and you can live your best days. You'll find out all that life can be. If you just believe, you'll see, and you will never feel alone. 'Cause you found a place that you call home. Not every road is easy, not every path is clear. Sometimes life will test you, sometimes all you feel is fear. But the cards you're dealt don't play you. You can choose the road you're on. Just raise your hands up to the sky. Crawl or walk or run or fly, 'cause you're gonna find out the sun is gonna shine again, and soon the storm will give way. The rest of your life will begin, and you can live your best days. You'll find out all that life can be. If you just believe, you'll see. You will never feel alone. 'Cause you found a place that you call home. Give me all your future fears, and I will hold you all your future years. The sun is gonna shine again, and soon the storm will give way, and the rest of your life will begin, and you can live your best days. You'll find out all that life can be. If you just believe, you'll see. You will never feel alone, 'cause you found a place that you call home. A place that you call home.
Good evening and welcome everyone to the Family Support Center's annual gala, A Portrait of Perseverance. I'm Emily Flores, honored to be here tonight to celebrate the Family Support Center and highlight its mission of strengthening families, protecting children, and preventing abuse. For 44 years, the Family Support Center has served our communities, providing hope and resources and illuminating the strengths present in every family they serve. As a mother, a daughter, a sister, an aunt, and as a journalist, I should say, for more than a decade, I have covered story after story where a child or family member has suffered and been a part of a story of abuse or neglect. And because of organizations and programs like the Family Support Center, more families have hope, more families have help. So thank you for that. Tonight, we celebrate the clients, staff, and partners that work to lift our community through the vital organization. This evening was made possible by our dedicated sponsors, Tab Bank, American Express, Parr Brown & Associates, Pitney Bowes Bank, Commerce Hub, Rocky Mountain Power, America First Credit Union, the Buckner Company, and Isimo Productions. A huge thank you to each of the sponsors, and thank you for joining us this evening. Before we begin the entertainment, I would like to introduce the Family Support Center's Executive Director, Jocelyn De La Rosa.
The Family Support Center has stood with the Salt Lake community since 1977. For the last 44 years, our commitment has been to the children and families of the Valley, with unifying mission of strengthening families, protecting children, and preventing abuse. We believe that together we can create transformational growth in the lives of the families that we serve. This past year, we have seen day after day how resilient we are. We have persevered and we will continue to persevere. Some flowers will always turn to the sun, but when there's no sun, they turn to each other. I have seen the power of turning to each other within our community. It has been a beautiful thing to witness. I feel incredibly fortunate and honored to be part of the Family Support Center and to serve the community and work alongside such incredible people. I stand hand in hand with my colleagues at the Family Support Center, renewing our commitment to strengthen families and work tirelessly until every member of our community feels loved and valued. We strive for a world that is soft, safe, and equitable.
Thank you, Jocelyn. We are so grateful for what you and your team do to serve the families in our community. Tonight's event will highlight stories of perseverance through stories, through music and dance. We'll highlight each program offered by the Family Support Center and give you a glimpse into the vital work happening in our community. The Family Support Center has 3 crisis nurseries located throughout Salt Lake County, and these nurseries provide free, safe child care for any parent or guardian in need. If a parent or guardian experiences a crisis or is experiencing a heavy caregiving load or simply just have no one else to take care of their children, they can turn to these nurseries for help. Every year, more than 400 families use the crisis nurseries to help care for their children and receive support in times of need. The following video, sponsored by American Express, highlights the Family Support Center's Midvale Crisis Nursery. Following the video, there will be a performance by the Millennium Dance Studio.
Being a parent is hard. You have struggles mentally, physically, emotionally, financially. Life throws ups and downs at us, and sometimes the unexpected happens.
Crisis Nursery allows parents to give themselves space and to give themselves that self-care so that they can be the best parent they can, to show up for their children, to be present for their children.
I've had a lot happen, going from, your typical happy together family to medical issues with my child, behavioral issues with my other child, some domestic issues, and then becoming a single parent. This place has never let me down, ever. My kids have never noticed.
We will take your children. We are here to love and care for your children. We are not here to judge you. Families are able to find housing. We're that backup if they need it for work, so they don't risk falling behind financially. We're there for medical appointments if they have an emergency that they have to all of a sudden go to the hospital for.
Families in need who are homeless or can't afford clothes because they lost their job, especially due to the pandemic. That is a huge thing. Food, that's what I'm going through. Loss of food, loss of clothes, things like that. They also provide for those families who don't have anything.
At the end of the day, we are here to take care of those children and be that support for the parent that needs it.
These situations, these very, very unfortunate situations that as parents and as adults go through are way more common than anyone thinks and wants to admit. And without places like these, children get hurt.
The big thing that we do as an agency is called trauma-informed training, and how trauma can really be a cycle and how we want to try and help break that cycle and be there for the family and the children.
I can't tell you how many times I would be scared if I took my kids to anyone else.
We need to be that place that they can decompress, unwind, have that time to be a kid and not worry about what may be going on at home.
My children love it. They ask me to come here even when they don't need to be here. There's no chaos. It's very calm. It's very nurturing. It's very inviting. The nursery has allowed me to be able to be a better parent so that way I can provide for my kids the way that they need to. It is so crucial for these kids. It's way more important than people realize. This place is so important. And not enough people know about it.
Persevere. Nothing worthwhile is easy. No one of achievement has avoided failure, sometimes catastrophic failures. But they keep at it. They learn from mistakes. They don't quit. You're going to hit a wall. And that wall shocks some people. That wall stuns some people. That wall discourages some people. It's painful hitting that wall. But some people hit that wall and refuse to be denied. This person comes back anyhow, again and again and again. And then if you keep on hitting that wall, here's what happens to you. That you will have an incredible breakthrough. And it's as if the universe says, let's help him out. Come on. I admire that kind of tenacity. Let's give her a hand. This person doesn't care about the pain because this person knows something. There's no gain without pain.
Thank you for taking us inside the Midvale Nursery and for sharing your stories. I'd also like to thank Millennium Dance Studio for that incredibly moving performance. Thanks again. Last year, there were 3,616 confirmed cases of child abuse and neglect in Salt Lake County. This number is unacceptable. The Family Support Center's crisis nurseries prevent abuse. They provide a safe place for children and support for the parents. Tonight, we are asking for your support. With your help, with your donation, these crisis nurseries can continue to protect all of the children in our community. Your donation helps keep these nurseries open, provides diapers, formula, and clean clothing for each child staying in the nursery. Every donation, large or small, will make a difference. Donations can be made online at familysupportcenter.org or mail to the Family Support Center at the address listed on the website. Another way to show your support, of course, is to check out the silent auction in the art gallery going on now. Now, I personally have my eye on the Traeger grill that was generously donated by the Andrus family, or of course the basketball signed by the Utah Jazz. Go Jazz! There are also family-friendly activities such as tickets to the Heber Valley Railroad. Visit familysupportcenter.org for all of those details and more. Now, we'd like to turn the time over to Jocelyn to present this year's Catalyst and Volunteer Awards.
The Catalyst Award is given to a community member who has shown their commitment to our mission of strengthening families, protecting children, and preventing abuse. I'm honored today to present this award to Grandma Rosa. Hoy tengo el honor de darle reconocimiento a Grandma Rosa, que por los últimos 15 años ha dado su tiempo todos los días en nuestra Crisis Nursery en West Valley. Y sin ella no podíamos hacer todo el trabajo que hemos hecho en los últimos 15 años. Todos los días ella está con los niños y sé por primera mano que el tiempo que ella ha pasado con cada niño y el impacto que ella ha tenido con cada de nuestros niños siempre va a estar con ellos y con su corazón. Quiero dar mi reconocimiento y agradecimiento en parte de Family Support Center a Grandma Rosa.
Muchísimas gracias.
Sí.
Gracias por este reconocimiento que me han dado. Estoy muy feliz porque sé que lo estoy haciendo muy bien, mi trabajo con los niños, que he trabajado bastante años con ellos y he aprendido muchísimo, especialmente con los niños se aprende mucho a comportarse los adultos,
Sí.
que es muy difícil para los adultos, y con los niños aprendemos mucho.
Each year we highlight volunteers for their dedication and service to the Family Support Center. Our first recipient for the Volunteer Award is Leanne Spencer. The Family Support Center is filled with gratitude for the time and dedication Leanne has given to the Family Support Center. Not only has she made an impact with those that she works with, but around our community. The Family Support Center is filled with gratitude for the amount of time that the last 8 months that she spent with us, and we're excited to continue to work with her in the future.
I am so grateful for this opportunity to thank Family Support Center for this honor. I'm humbled by their commitment in everything that they do to protect children, to strengthen families, and to prevent child abuse. It has been my honor to watch them as they have continued to be committed to this community. It takes each individual just a short time in order to make the world a better place. And thank you so much for making my world better by allowing me to volunteer with you.
Our second award is in appreciation to the Air Force Sergeants Association, Chapter 1163. The volunteers from Air Force Sergeants Association, Chapter 1163 are always willing to tackle our difficult projects, from cleaning gutters, building retaining walls, and painting units. We can't express our gratitude enough for the time and dedication this group has devoted to the Family Support Center.
On behalf of the Air Force Sergeants Association, I am greatly humbled to accept this. Every time we volunteered at the Family Support Center, we left definitely feeling like we had a greater purpose. So once again, on behalf of the Air Force Sergeants Association, thank you very much.
Thank you for strengthening families, protecting children, and preventing abuse. The Family Support Center offers counseling services to children, individuals, and families. Their licensed counselors guide clients through processing and healing from abuse, trauma, grief, mental illness, and really family struggles in general. They specifically offer counseling to low-income families that otherwise might not be able to afford services. Through grant funding and your donations, families pay as little as $35 per session, making therapy affordable and attainable to everyone and anyone in need. The following video, sponsored by Tab Bank, shows the critical work of therapy and how it can truly strengthen the whole family.
This is my book. The page shows some of the things that we learn together to make me calm. I just love therapy. It's like the best thing.
We all have painful feelings. We all feel insecure or less than or unloved.
What am I doing wrong? I would ask myself, am I a bad parent?
The Family Support Center helps some of the most vulnerable people to get therapy and help stop some of the generational trauma that happens.
There's a lot of trauma in our community, and people need to heal from that. And therapy is expensive. Some of our populations who experience the most trauma don't have access to therapy. And so we're trying to build that bridge so that communities that need it the most have access to it.
When we can work with families individually, we can help them solve some of those problems that might lead to abuse or might lead to neglect.
Therapy has changed the way that I parented dramatically. When my kids were younger, the best skills that I had were to just yell at them to get things done.
I really believe families don't intend to hurt each other, but they often are just at a point where they don't know what else to do. One of my main goals is to teach my clients self-compassion. When you've been through trauma, it's often hard to love yourself.
I didn't know any better, and through therapy, through learning more about emotions and some about, developmentally appropriate behaviors in kids, I realized that there are better ways to communicate. That insight really helped me with my kids to see, when they're struggling, it's not because it's about me. It's not that they're trying to irritate me. They just are trying to get their needs met the best way that they know how, and they need help developing better skills to get their needs met.
The clinical services, it focuses on both individuals and families. If we teach a mom how to hold better boundaries with her kids and really create a structured environment where her children feel safe, if we help a teenager gain more self-esteem and learn how to love herself more, she's going to act out less and cause less strife for her family. An individual feels better, a family feels better, a community feels better, the world feels better.
It's a great benefit for us that can't reach these kind of programs. I'm grateful for this experience in our lives, and it's amazing. It's amazing.
I almost cried.
Okay.
Your best parent.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kenya and Jay, for teaching us how we can persevere, and thank you for sharing your very personal journey. Utah is among a group of states that has the highest prevalence of child and adolescent mental health disorders. Together, we can ensure that each child has the mental health care they need to persevere and to succeed. The silent auction that's going on right now features artwork in which the artists capture what perseverance means to them. For example, the piece Angel's Arms was painted by an artist highlighting just how difficult it's been to parent during the current pandemic, but yet how vital each parent's role really is. Please take a moment to visit the silent auction, the page, and to view these pieces. Up next, we'll hear a song by Ariane, chosen specifically to show what perseverance means to her.
Dicen que por las noches nomás se le iba en puro llorar. Dicen que no dormía, nomás se le iba en puro tomar. Juran que el mismo cielo se estremecía al oír triste, muy de mañana le va a cantar a su casita sola con sus puertitas de par en par. Juran que esa paloma no es otra cosa más que su alma y que todavía la espera a que regrese la desdichada. Cucurú, cantaba. Cucurú, no le llores, las piedras jamás, paloma, ¿qué van a saber de amores? Cucurrucucú, cucurrucucú, cucurrucucú. Paloma, ya no le llores.
Thank you, Ariande. That truly was beautiful. Well, Life Start Village is the final program that we'll be highlighting tonight. This program provides transitional housing and supportive services for single-parent families. The families coming to Life Start Village are experiencing homelessness, fleeing domestic violence, or recovering from addiction. At Life Start Village, each family gets a fresh start. Safely housed on the beautiful campus, each parent begins the work of stabilizing their family's situation, healing from past trauma and abuse, and strengthening their family unit. Parents further their education, find full-time employment, and stay on the path of addiction recovery. Children enroll in full-time school and benefit from a stable environment. Families grow together and develop an incredible support system. At Life Start Village, families break the cycle, which is so hard to do. They break the cycle of poverty, abuse, and homelessness. The next video, sponsored by Mark and Kathy Miller Family Foundation, highlights two parents who have participated in the Life Start Village program. After that video, there will be a performance by Holly Jones, a local singer-songwriter. The song titled Prayer is an in-depth look into the struggle with the disease of addiction. Holly's family was ravaged by the disease, and she used songwriting as a way to express her love and support for those who suffer from the same hardship.
When you're changing your life, it's very difficult without a support system. You need some resources helping you be successful.
Can you really have all the tools ready to go in 6 months? Life Start Village, it's a long-term program for single parents that have a child under the age of 12, coming from homelessness, substance usage, domestic violence, or at risk of homelessness. Families are with us for about 5 years. We support people and help people remove evictions, expunge their record, build their credit. They take parenting classes, just life skills. But you can't do that in 6 months. You can't do that in a year.
They need so much money in the very beginning just to move into a place that it sets them up to fail. So people will end up staying in those unhealthy relationships or go back to their addiction because that's what's familiar and comfortable.
Having a model that allows people to have the time to really build a foundation, it's different.
It gives folks a place where they can start over.
I am so grateful for Life Start. I don't know how it would have went. They helped me through a lot of hard times.
The parents I know here love their children. They deeply care about their children. They want their children to be successful. And Lifestart Village provides the supportive housing, and children get to stay in the same school. We know, research tells us every time we change a child's school, they lose about 6 months academically. So Lifestart Village has been such a blessing to these children because they learn to make friends in school, to participate in school, and the parents are supported to participate with their children in school. I can tell you of many successful students I've had here that I will meet somewhere. I had the opportunity to go to a doctor's office at one point, and the RN that came out was a former resident, and that was exciting to see that success. It's a very successful self-sufficiency program.
It's amazing to watch. They come here, they have a set of goals, and they just start accomplishing them super quick, even faster than we can move.
When you get to Lifestart and Heidi takes you in and shows you your new apartment, it's the best feeling.
I think what makes us unique too is that it's communal living. People at Lifestart really support one another. I know what it's like to do homework with no electricity, to have a sister that is in a domestic violence situation. So I see myself in our kids.
I come from a substance abuse background. We started off as a resident here, me and my 2 kids, and we were a resident for about 7 years. And I purchased my home 2 years ago, and now I'm the director of Lifestart Village.
They start to believe in themselves, and their self-esteem comes back, and they begin to contribute back to society.
Family Support Center created the person I am today.
My kids have changed completely. Like, they're just happy kids. This place helped them get their mom back. I remember my kids coming. They were so excited. It was home, like, right away, and I could feel it, like, walking through that door. I made it, you know.
Functioning families are very, very important, and that's what we value here. That is coming from your guys' donation.
I just want to say thank you to everybody who has helped support Lifestart Village. Your support means so much to each one of us here.
Turn to you in times of need, to hide away from the world when I felt I couldn't breathe. You held me there in ecstasy, stripped away from my soul, biggest parts of me, and my knees are so tired. Oh Lord, I am so weary. Help me see the light. My storm's not clearing, I swear. This is my only prayer. You see these chains, you've held me down. The weight they bring once set me free, yet they hold me in the ground. I need my friends to help me home, to light a path to where I know I belong. But my knees, they're so tired. Well, Lord, I am so weary. Help me see the light. are so tired. Lord, I am so weary.
Every family living at LifeStart Village is filled with tremendous promise. Last year, 76% of all families that exited the LifeStart Village program moved into stable, permanent housing with full-time employment and stronger, healthier families. A huge 76%. What an accomplishment. Tonight, we ask for your support. With your help, LifeStart Village can continue to serve all families in need. Even a small donation of just $20 can help provide new bedding for a family fleeing a violent situation. We need your help. To donate, please visit FamilySupportCenter.org. Our final story of the evening highlights the why of the Family Support Center. Why does it exist? Why do families in our communities need their services? And I ask you why you are here tonight.
What type of future do we want for our children? What type of future do I want my kids to grow up in? And can we create that society and can we create that future? We can, but it's going to take all of us to do that. We need the community to come together to support some of these issues, and they're systemic. They're bigger than us, and the government can't do it on its own. For-profit organizations can't do it on their own, and nonprofits can't do it on our own.
Family Support Center has been a part of the community in this area since 1977. We need your help to keep doing the work that we do. You can help in little ways, in bigger ways, but every donation matters. It makes a difference.
We do get some state funding, but about 80% of our organization is run on donations.
The need is great right now for funding for housing. As we know, housing's expensive, and it's a way to meet the needs, especially of children, and to help them break the cycle of poverty.
In the crisis nursery, it gives our children that activity or that craft or that project, something to look forward to when they come.
It is so crucial for these kids. It's way more important than people realize.
I wish people could be in my shoes to experience what your donations mean, to see these families build the lives that they've always dreamed of.
Without LifeStart, I was lost and hopeless. With LifeStart, I have been able to focus on being a good mother and to focus on myself and what I need. So thank you for everybody for all your support.
When you donate to the Family Support Center, you're really helping to strengthen our community. There are so many people who haven't had a chance and have never had anybody believe in them in their whole lives. Somebody cares enough about society, and even though they don't know me, they think enough about my potential to invest in me so that I can do better for my family and do better in my spheres, which then goes out to other circles and helps our entire community. I am awed by your gift. I haven't had a lot of people believe in me, and it makes me want to work hard.
Your contributions and your involvement in the Family Support Center really make a difference. It impacts every child that walks through our doors. It impacts every family that walks through the doors. And not just this one child and not just this one family, but generations.
It takes all of us in the community to gather around and make this work.
We definitely couldn't do this without you.
So we're asking you today to please donate.
Please, please,
Please, please, please give to the Family Support Center.
Together we can build a community where children can be children, where they can laugh and there's less pain and more joy. And you can be part of that. You can be part of those laughs. You can be part of that change, and we can do it together.
The Family Support Center is critical to our community. As we've heard tonight, if you didn't know before, you certainly should be convinced now. All three programs, the crisis nurseries, the counseling services, and LifeStart Village, play a vital role in strengthening families, protecting children, and preventing abuse. Every dollar you donate today will provide direct support to each of these programs. Listen to this, $100 can provide family therapy. $20 can supply formula and diapers for a new baby visiting and staying at the nursery. $50 can help a parent earn a GED at Life Start Village. Every dollar strengthens families, strengthens our communities, and builds a stronger tomorrow. Please remember the silent auction is happening now. There are more than 100 items for you to bid on, ranging from a night out at the theater to the cutest baby shoes that I've laid my eyes on. The art gallery highlighting our theme, the Portrait of Perseverance, also happening now. Remember, all pieces are by local artists and available for purchase. Information for all that you need at familysupportcenter.org. We want to thank you for being here this evening. Thank you for strengthening families, protecting children, and preventing abuse. Good night.
Well, hello there, good old friend of mine. You've been reaching for yourself for such a long, long time. There's so much to say, no need to explain, just an open door for you to come in from the rain. It's a long road when you're on your own, and someone like you could always choose the long way home. There's no right or wrong, I'm not here to blame. I just want to be the one who keeps you from the rain, from the rain. And it looks like sunny skies now that I know you're alright. And time has left us older and wiser. I know I am. And it's good to know my best friend has come home again, 'cause I think of us like an old cliche.